Hello everyone! By now you have already figured out that we are not at Cimo de Vila. We actually went there and stayed there for about 3 weeks. I didn't film anything because we were working on the cornfield non-stop. During the first week we were working on it mornings and afternoons until very late. So it was a bit boring for you to see. Our cornfield is massive and we really had to take the weeds out because they were really tall already and they were covering everything. And also we had to seed the beans and dig the trenches for the water to flow and everything, so that took us a long time. We were still doing it last week. After that first week we were working on the cornfield only in the morning, and then during the afternoon we were focusing on other projects like the potato fields, the garden, and also my project with Zé. We also had an unexpected visitor. Izzy came to the farm and stayed there for almost 2 weeks, and it was really nice to have her there because I think the last time we saw her was back in November. To give you a little bit of context, we met Izzy at our permaculture design course. Izzy was on my last group and I really connected with her. We can talk about anything, she makes me laugh, we both laugh. Yeah, it was amazing, but last week she left on Wednesday. Last week I was going to film a video. I had everything planned already to start doing it one afternoon, but then something unexpected happened. On Monday, Zé and I were going to cook lunch for everyone, and we wanted to cook like this really nice recipe with chickpeas, but chickpeas take a long time to cook and we have them dried. So yeah, we soaked them during the night and then we asked Herbert to put the chickpeas on top of the distill because he was going to use the distill the whole morning and it gets really hot. So instead of using and cooking with a gas stove and like using so much gas, why not just put it on the distill and it runs through wood? We decided to do that, and the distill is on top of a hill, so yeah, to get there you need to go through like stairs, and yeah, you arrive there. So after working on the cornfield, I immediately went to the kitchen to start like preparing the onions and everything, and Zé with his gloves went to grab the chickpeas, the pot, because it was a massive pot and I didn't have the strength to hold it. I was just cooking and then I look and Zé opens the door really quickly and he's like, "Help me, the chickpeas just fell on top of me." The chickpeas were inside of like boiling water, so everything fell on top of him. He was covered in water. So we took his t-shirt off and put immediately like cold water on his chest because his chest was the one that really stood out to me. And then I ran to call Herbert, and actually Isabel was there. So Isabel told Zé to lay on the floor in front of the library while we poured some lavender water on top of him. And then Isabel arrived with aloe vera to put on top of him and some lavender oil, and then we ran to the hospital. Yeah, in there he immediately got in, we didn't have to wait, and yeah, Zé got like second-degree burns on his chest, his old chest, and his right arm. We didn't put oil on his wrist, so the wrist was the one that got worst, and also a little bit on his leg. When he was like calm and all treated, they said like he needed to be at the hospital for a week. He didn't have anything with him, so I just went to buy him a charger for his phone because my biggest worry was that he would lose the battery on his phone and then I couldn't reach him. On Tuesday I got to visit him. Isabel went with me also, thank you Isabel. And the day after I couldn't visit him because Isabel was not there, so I thought like, okay, I'll just go on Thursday to see him. But actually on Wednesday, after like changing the bandages, he called me and he said, "Oh, I was just released." And I was like, "You really? So you don't need to stay the whole week?" And that was like great news. We decided to go back home on Thursday morning for him to be around friends and family and to have a nice recovery because he can't have like dust all over him or direct sun. So there was no point of staying at the farm. yeah, that's what happened. That's why we had this slight change of plans. Something really unexpected happened, and when he arrived back home, I asked him like, what happened, because I felt like he just slipped on a rock or something and then fell, but actually he was coming down the stairs from the distill, and then he foot slide and he fell, and like the pan poured all of the water on top of him. But now he's getting better. He's recovering well. He's starting to get really itchy, which is a good sign. And now you might be thinking like, yes, but you're not in your hometown. And that's right. And why, do you ask? My parents, my grandparents, and I had already decided to just come to the village for a weekend. So before the accident, Zay and I were supposed to come here on Friday to visit my parents and my grandparents. But since this happened, I decided to come either way with my parents and my grandparents here, because like my grandparents are a bit old, so I really want to spend as much time as I can with them. My grandparents were going to stay here for a whole week, so why not just keep them company and stay here with them? So yeah, that's what I decided, and Zé was okay with it. Our next plans. We left Cimo de Vila about a week ago, and the idea is for Zé to rest for 2 weeks, and if he sees like he needs a little bit longer to rest, then we'll stay another week at the city, and then we'll go back to Cimo de Vila. And since he can't like be working on the garden because of the dust on his wounds, the idea is for him to just take care of the orders and help Isabel on other stuff that doesn't require him to get dust all over him and working with the soil. And yeah, like little by little we'll start doing our normal life there. So yeah, that's the idea. I want to thank Isabel for all the help that she's been giving us. She's been like an angel, always checking up on us even though we are not there. So yeah, thank you Isabel, special thanks to you. So I don't know how to end this video. Wish Zé a nice recovery in the comments below, or just call him if you have his number. Thanks for watching another video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!